Yes, here we are for our weekly dose of Red Pill Trivia. Bringing the truth of trivia on the Ultimate Live Show tonight on the 13th of November. Very soon to be the 14th of November, Remembrance Day. So, let's see how red-pilled you are. Let's jump straight into it with this week's Truth or Trivia questions. Are you ready? Good luck. And don't forget, don't put individual answers in as we go through, because you'll just be telling everybody else the answer. And we won't be accepting any answers until you've seen the last question. So, here we go. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Number one. How long currently remains on the official doomsday clock until midnight? How long currently remains on the official doomsday clock until midnight? Is it A, 60 seconds, B, 100 seconds, C, 120 seconds, or D, 5 minutes? 60 seconds, 100 seconds, 120 seconds, or 5 minutes? Number two, Project Bluebeam is said to be a New World Order secret plan to take over the entire world by hoaxing what? Is it A, a pandemic, B, terrorism, C, war, or is it D, an alien invasion? Project Bluebeam, said to be a secret plan to take over the entire world by hoaxing what? Pandemic, terrorism, war, or an alien invasion? Good one. Number three, eleutherophobia is the fear of what? Eleutherophobia is the fear of what? A, government, B, big tech, C, freedom, or D, travel? Government, big tech, freedom, or travel? Question number four, we're steaming through. COP26 climate attendees arrived on a total of approximately how many private jets? Those that caught the SHTF news the other week will remember what I mentioned about it then. Is it A, 10, B, 75, C, 150, or is it D, 400? 10, 75, 150, or 400? Bob, don't be putting them in the chat as we go, because you're telling everyone the answers. Number five, the size difference between, this is the magnitude, the earthquake one I told you in the SHTF was coming up. The size difference between a magnitude 5.0 earthquake and a 6.0 earthquake is how much? Is it 2 times the size? 10 times? C, 32 times? Or D, 100 times? A, 2 times the size. B, 10 times the size. C, 32 times the size. Or is it D, 100 times the size? So it's the difference between a magnitude 5 and a magnitude 6. And it's the same between a magnitude 6 and a 7 and so on. But it's just the difference between one step. Number 6, the penultimate question. Which religious leader is said to have found enlightenment while sitting under a tree? Is it A, Jesus? Is it B, Buddha? Is it C, Muhammad? Or is it D, Moses? Which religious leader is said to have found enlightenment while sitting under a tree? Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad, or Moses? Are you ready? Because this is final question time, ladies and gentlemen, and those in between. Don't worry about it, Bob. You didn't do any damage. Probably everybody knew that one anyway. So, final question. Once you see the final question, you'll be ready to enter the full string in the chat, so get ready. And here we are. In 2009, which company paid $2.3 billion in the largest ever healthcare fraud settlement in history in the universe? Was it A, Pfizer? Was it B, Sinopharm? Was it C, Rock? Or was it D, J&J, Johnson & Johnson? 2009, which company got clobbered for $2.9 billion epic sheets in the largest, most epic ever in the history of the universe fraud settlement? Was it A, Pfizer, or was it B, Sinopharm, C, Rock, or D, J&J? So with that, the end. You are now ready to submit your answers in the chat. So thank you so much for playing along. We've got loads of answers coming in already. It's absolutely going wild. Thank you everyone for being here. Our Truth or Trivia Red Pill quiz. Don't forget, for those that, you know, are in the know, will know. And for those who don't, will learn. So let's see how well you did. And let's go through the answers and see who came closest. So question number 1 was, how long remains on the doomsday clock? 100 seconds. It was an update. It was updated actually reasonably recently. So got 100 seconds left until doomsday, and we're all gonna die, man. Hey, Bambi Secret in the house. She didn't win. She didn't win because she wasn't here. You didn't win by default, Bambi Secret. Well done, Bambi Secret, for last week. Great winner of the show. So number 2, Project Bluebeam. Those that know. Said to be New World Order secret planet take over the entire world by hoaxing what? Answer to that is alien invasion. But I'll tell you what, it goes deeper than that for those that don't know. It's not just about alien invasion. The actual idea was to, well, I say is to, it starts off with things like meteorites hitting the planet. This is why I show you things like fireballs and that in the SHTF news section, right? It starts off with meteorites and earthquakes disrupting the topological elements of the sort of the land that reveal certain artifacts which almost sort of like debunk religious beliefs. And then some major crisis will be created. And then once that super crisis is created and it disrupts and destroys society as a whole, all trust in governments and everything else gets destroyed. And then at that point is when matey boys come down, hologram. Ooh, yeah. We're from outer space. And we're here to kill you all, and then we all obviously have to get together as one world, you know what, to fight a common foreign enemy, in this case, an alien thing. So that's the idea of that, for those that didn't know. And, fucking hell. So number 3, eleutherophobia is the fear of what? And I'll tell you what, let me know if you knew what this one was in the chat and in the comments if you're watching this afterwards below. Because to think that there even is such a phobia in the dictionary for freedom. I'll tell you what, it's easier to just let me know in the chat or in the comments if, I mean, I don't even know what to say to that. Wow. See, Debbie says she got that one. Well done. Well done. Because I would never have known there was even such a thing as the fear of freedom. I'm not even going to go there. I'm not going to go there. COP26 climate attendees arrived on a total approximately how many private jets? I should have a look through and see how many people got this one right. Like, I'll see what the close, because we didn't have an outright winner. We had the closest answer winner, and I'm just getting an idea of which one it is that they missed out on. Looks like it's that one, so I'll see what that one is. But the answer to this one is 400. So this is them using all that energy to get to a meeting to talk about not using any energy. Like it. Like it. So 400. Number 5, the size difference. Size really does matter when it comes to earthquakes, right? The size difference between a magnitude 5.0 and a 6.0 is how much? Now, a lot of people think it's not a lot, but it's a lot. Fucking 32 times, right? So when I talk about things like a 5.0 and a 6.0, there's such a massive difference between the two, like 32 times the energy. Although Richter scale, off-topic information, but on-topic information, Richter scale is not actually a measure of energy, it's a measure of shaking. There's a different scale that they use to measure actual energy, but even that isn't linear. It's an exponential scale, right? Logarithmic. So, which religious leader is said to have found enlightenment while sitting under a tree? And those that know, Buddha. So, yeah. And finally, number 7, this is where you know who's the winner or not. In 2009, which company paid $2.3 billion in the largest healthcare fraud settlement in the history of everything in the universe ever since it began, since the black hole. I mean, yeah. Everyone knows the answer to that, don't they? Yeah. Oh man, and it's actually at 4. I looked it up, and it's now at 4 billion. So they've nearly doubled their evil deeds. Just in the last 10 years, they've doubled their evil deeds in terms of how much money they've had to pay out for evil deeds. Fucking hell! What a business model that is. So this is how it should look. This is how it should look, my friends. So let's see what. Bradley Smith says I can be proud of my regular score 1. But you know what? Let's hope, Bradley, that as we go through these every week, you learning new stuff, right? And just new, interesting facts that you can amaze your friends and family with at the dinner table over Thanksgiving, at Christmas. It's Margaret with BDCDDBA. BDCDDBA. So you got the third to last one wrong. But that's not what's important, because you're a winner. Well done, Margaret de Boer. You are this week's winner of the Red Pill Trivia Quiz, Truth or Trivia. Well done, Margaret. Excellent, excellent result. But let's have a quick look and see where you went wrong. What was it? Number 5, was it, Margaret? And give her the big thank you, well done, congratulations, and cheers, and everyone in the chat. Look at that, brilliant. Oh, it was the magnitude earthquake one that caught you out there. Brilliant. Excellent result, though. The fact that you've got all those other ones right, Margaret, is absolutely spot on.